to prove people wrong. I think that's even the premise of their whole relationship. So, with the Hermit, I see her like hiding away, especially because this has a lock and a key. She's also afraid to say how she feels. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I am doing this on Jessica Biel. I have been doing 2024 predictions, so if you'd like to request one, I can't promise it'll be made. If you remember, I will make it. If you have like a little butterfly in your name, you pay $4.99 and up a month. I will make it unless it goes against my guidelines. So thank you everybody for joining. You know, these have been doing really well. I'm really grateful. Next week I'm going to do another batch, and then that's it for 2024 predictions. I'll be back to doing my regular scheduling. I am doing a raffle very soon, so check that out for my members. And yeah, I'm just very grateful to have you all. Thank you everybody for watching. I have an ulcer on my tongue, so I might not be able to pronounce things properly, so please bear with me. So how I've been doing it, I've been doing overall energy, then I'll be doing career and love. So I'm going to start with her sun is in Pisces. You know, recently Justin Timberlake has been in a lot of water, her husband, and I did predict, in fact a lot of my predictions about them has come true. I do not see them staying together, but I will clarify that in this reading. I've always said this, I think Jessica Biel is a very nice person. I just think she's got caught up in like a web with somebody who is not so good for her, and I think that person is Justin Timberlake. So I mean, let me not say very nice person. I'm being dramatic and exaggerating, but you know, I think she tries her best. I don't think she's mean spirited like some people do. But that's just my opinion from what I pick up energetically. So with the Hangman, 4th Earth, and 10 of Air. So I'm using the Good Tarot for this. I do not think that they are currently speaking terms. I think she has iced him out right now. She's considered, I feel like, you know, and I say this a lot, Sun in Pisces will never ever give up on relationships. I had an ex that was a Sun in Pisces. I give stories because it helps, you know, put things into perspective, you know. If the stories bother you, I'm not the reader for you. But I had an ex, okay, and he was a Sun of Pisces. I don't believe in talking in exes, talking about exes to your current. I think that it should be left in the past. But he would tell me stories consistently about his ex from like years ago. And it would really bother me, you know. And then, but what I gathered from him, and not just him, other Pisces that I've met, they will stay in relationships just to say that they stayed, just to be the victim, to be the martyr, to be the one that like survived the relationship, you know. And I think that is what she's doing here. She's trying to survive the relationship. I think she comes from mentality. She must have some Gemini in her chart, like maybe her rising is a Gemini. I don't fully remember her chart, but she has some mentality that if other people say it, she goes against it, which sometimes Pisces can be like that, but I associate that more with like Gemini and Aquarius. But because everybody is so against her relationship, that's what's forcing her to stay, really. Yeah. And everybody, she doesn't want to prove people wrong. I think that's even the premise of their whole relationship. So, with the Hermit, I see her like hiding away, especially because this has a lock and a key. She's also afraid to say how she feels to him being Justin Timberlake. I think she's afraid to say how she really feels because a part of her is scared to lose him, which is very sad. I think you know, when I look back at past relationships, and some of them were as healthy as could be for that time between two people, you know. But some of them that weren't healthy, I felt, especially my longest one, I get remnants of how I felt. The way she feels, I get remnants of how I felt. And how I felt was tied to somebody that sees her as second, you know, which is very unfortunate. So with the Justice, I see a divorce coming this year. But I'll clarify later what happens with the divorce. I'll clarify later. I've seen it coming. I really have. So let's look at career. Because I really want to get into that. Career. She hasn't really been acting in anything. I don't really keep up with Jessica Biel, really. I'm going to be honest. I used to love Seventh Heaven. Oh my gosh. That was my... Seventh Heaven, Dawson's Creek. Those are my shows. Moesha. 90s. 90s, early 2000s, 90s shows. Those are my, I love like family stuff. So let's see, career. And she was from Seventh Heaven, just reminds me of that. And a lot of her stuff she's done, you know, I've really liked. I don't think she's the best actress, but I think she works hard. Okay, so career. Okay, so she's going to take on a role. Interesting. She's going to take on a role. I see two major roles, but one of them is going to make her... Oh, I just got goosebumps. It's going to make her really look at herself. Six of Water, the Sun, and Ace of Earth. It's not going to be like a big paying role, but it's going to be a role that similar to Nicole Kidman, The Hours. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. Came out, 2004? And where she had to transform her face. She had to emotionally transform. So that kind of energy I'm getting. So with 8 of Fire, I see a lot of attention on her because of this role. And I think she's going to use some of the emotional pain that she's going through in this relationship to put it into that. I get that the gist of it is like about a divorce, which was very fitting. A divorce and feeling isolated. So with the bottom deck being 9 of Water, and it's going to really, especially Sun and Pisces, being in a relationship with an Aquarius. That's why I don't think Aquarius, I'm a Sun and Aquarius. I don't think Sun and Aquarius, or if you have strong Aquarius placements, should be with the water sign. Sun in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Because we don't look, sounds horrible to say, and I mean, it is what it is, you know. But we don't like emotions on display, you know. We don't, it's very off-putting to us if somebody's like, and I've seen that in a lot of Sun and Pisces. I think water signs in general can't really hide how they feel. And Aquarius, we like poker face. We like people that like keep it together, you know. We don't like people that are a mess. And because of that, I think a part of her has died, really. A part of her has had to die in order for her to be with him. Because he probably, when she felt a certain way, when she would cry, he'd be like, stop crying. Which kind of is, I think it is borderline ABUSIVE. I can't say the word on YouTube. But I think it's, I've had to learn as a Sun and Aquarius, if somebody is like that and I'm dating them, they are just not for me, you know. I'm not going to change them because that is control, but it just turns me off somebody if they're very emotional. Being emotional sometimes is fine, but like overtly emotional, aggressive, that kind of stuff we really don't like. So he's probably told her many times, like, keep it together, and she's had to be like, change who she is for him. And I don't really like that. So I feel like these roles, especially this one big role, will help her access that side that has been shut down, really. So let's move on to love. I see the divorce. I got the justice card. So let's see what's going to happen with this. Okay, so I see some separation of assets. Interesting. I get September, and time is fluid. And sometimes I'm accurate with the time, sometimes I'm not. But in terms of the storyline and in terms of energy, I pick it up 100%, usually 100%. I say 99%. But what I pick up here is by September we will hear of a separation. So 6 of air, 6 of fire, 6 of earth, 6, 6. Interesting. A lot of the internet is something else. The internet is going to start digging up things about his past, and it keeps happening to him. I wonder what he's done in his past life to deserve this kind of karma, or maybe even in this life, really. But the internet's going to start bring up things from the past that he's done, that he said. His marketing team kept the Britney thing at bay, as much as they could. But there'll be another round of things brought up about the past. I feel like it really only happens to him. The only time is this time he's not going to survive it at all. And by him, I mean Justin Timberlake. And then that is when she's going to start the separation. But she's had conversations with him. Hey, like, if we make it through this, you have to make it up to me. I'm going to stick by you. Just like a martyr. Like I always talk about the Pisces martyrdom in relationships. Like, I'm going to be there for you, but you have to make it up for me, And it's going to be so bad what's coming out. I don't exactly know what it is. But it's not just going to be one thing. It's going to be many different things that come out. That he's going to have to... she's really going to be so turned off by him. Page of Earth. Really turned off by him. And she's going to want... she must have some Earth in her 6th house. Her 6th house must be in Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, where she craves familial stability. And when she feels like she doesn't have that, she jumps ship. And then that is when she's going to be like, okay, that's it. I can't take this anymore. And with the Emperor, he's going to lie a lot. Say, oh no, that's not true. Keep trying to cover things up. But that is the ice, because it's going to be a lot. It's going to start in April, all of this stuff. It's going to start in April, keep going, until September. She's going to separate. She's going to be like, I just can't do this. It's just too much for me. Yeah. And I get it will be when she starts the movie, because I got 6 of Water, 4 of Earth, 10 of Earth. So I got the cards of the movie, and Strength, 7 of Cups. Interesting. Then she's going to be like, I deserve better than this. So yeah, I mean, I wish her only the best. Like I said, I don't see her having a mean spirit. I just think sometimes we get caught up, That's why I've been so particular. And that's why I haven't been married. And that's why I've been engaged twice, never married. But the reason why is because your partner can determine a lot. Especially if you get married, and they're divorced, it could take 2, 3, however many years to get divorced. And you wasted your energy and your time on that person. So... I think it's very important to be careful who we let into our lives. People think it's frivolous, and sometimes you can be seen as aloof, snobby, and snooty for having standards, but a person can shape your character. Your partner can shape your character and give you a bad rap and all this kind of stuff if you're not careful about who you hang around. So that's what I have, you all. I love you all. Please comment. I would love to have to say please like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Take care.